Hi guys, how are we doing? It is very early in the morning on the 20th of August 2021 and I'm hot and I'm tired and it's so muggy, and I've just taken about 10 buckets of water around the garden. Now normally in summer you don't want to water your plants in the morning because the chances are that they will burn. And in fact they will burn because the water heats up. It's like putting boiling water on plants, so you just don't want to do that. Not even if you think you're doing the right thing by the plant. Wait until later, do it in the evening when the sun comes down a bit. Or if your plants are already in shade, you can do it then. But yeah, don't do it until the evening. And then in the winter, do it in the morning because it helps them defrost a bit. It does. It warms the plants up, so they want that. So yeah, today I actually did it this morning because the plants haven't been watered for a couple of days. Yeah, but when I did go out there, I did notice that our ox hearts are becoming quite red. It's a bit of a morning this morning because I've already done my dash as far as what I'm capable of doing to this point, which upsets me somewhat because I had planned to do a lot of things today. I have the beans to pot, I have the nettle tea to make, I have all sorts of things. I've got the slug repellent to put down. There's so many things, and right now I just feel like I'm stuffed, and it's only 6:30 in the morning. It is what it is. However, I did use my big orange builder's bucket, which you guys might have seen floating around the place from time to time, to do the watering, and I found that I could do 7 plants out of that quite nicely. Having to do extreme watering, I could probably get double that on a day where I didn't have to do extreme watering to get the plants some water, which is fine. It's fine. And I only use the watering can for things that were up high because I can't obviously lift up the bucket that high. Yet. However, I really have to start taking my health a bit more seriously. It doesn't help that I can smell burnt chocolate from the chocolate factory today, which is one of the worst smells in the world. Can I just say, it's awful. Burnt chocolate and burnt sugar is not something that I really enjoy smelling, and it's just what we're surrounded by day. They've just turned the old chocolate factory, which is next door to the new chocolate factory, into luxury flats, and if we can smell it from a mile away, what's it going to be like living next door? Oh, no. Oh, no. The whole idea of that is just no. Yuck. No. Awful. No thanks. Anywho, like I said, I'm not feeling very positive today, but I have to remember that not every day is going to be a positive day. And as long as I don't, decide to sit in that negativity for the rest of the day, I should be fine. And I will. I'll wear it off and I'll walk it off and I'll do other things and I'll say what I have to say, and then, that be it. And hopefully that will be done. Oh God, seagulls. Now I know we've got a river. York is on the River Ouse, but we really shouldn't have seagulls because we're actually quite inland. Inland seagulls usually means that there's going to be a bit of weather. Joy. I just did the watering. Why are you trying to wreck it for me? Really? Okay, right. Anywho. So if you're having a shit start to the day, how do you turn it around? Well, let me see. How about we look at what we're grateful for the day? I am grateful for my plants because I can come out here and I can talk to them and they listen without having to answer me back. I'm grateful for it not being too hot this morning so that I could go and water the other plants without killing myself entirely. And I am grateful for the knowledge that other people's frailties do not have to be mine. And although I may get frustrated by them, they probably get frustrated by mine. But I am grateful for the lesson in understanding. There we go. How's that? That was a good one, wasn't it? I really need to pick blackberries. Yesterday I did not have a great day. All of a sudden I got up from my chair and my knee gave out, and that was it for me for the rest of the day. I was done. Like a dinner. So I wasn't really in the group much, and I'm really sorry. But you know, if you guys want to join us on Facebook on the group in Blues Barrel of Monkeys, there is a link below where you would be more than welcome. Especially if you're a lunatic who is regularly watching me on this channel, because you know, us loonies got to stick together, eh? It's where we get to talk about all sorts of things, but it's mostly about gardens and homesteading and food and stuff like that. But if there are other things that you want to discuss, I'm not adverse to that either, because it is a group for all of us who are not necessarily used to being accepted in a group environment. Because, you know, but we all have one thing in common, and that is our love of the gardens, our loves of growing things, and our love of food in general. You know, there are things in common. That's all we have to have. And it doesn't matter if you've got a Tesco basil sitting on your windowsill and that's all you grow. It's still a plant. Or an air plant stuck to your fridge. It's still a plant. You know, you're still growing something. You know, but if you want to join us, please do. And like I said, the link's down below. Anywho, along with the rest of my social media, by the way, it's all down there. You poor things. I'm trying to do better. I am doing better. So yeah, I need to water my olive tree. It won't have any fruit this year because it's been underwatered. Olive trees need to have 1 gallon of water a day. At this size that mine is, which is this one, it needs 1 gallon of water a day. And it hasn't had that. It hasn't had it even close to that. I keep saying when we move, but you know what? There's some things you got to put in place now. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing as much of the putting in place as I can now, so that when we do move, I don't have to put things in place because we've already got it or we've already done it. Routines like, you know, putting water on the olive every day. It's one that we got to start reminding ourselves to do. You know, it doesn't catch a lot of rainwater where it is because it's shaded by the building, you know, and the green bin and the buckets. That is what it is. Anywho, I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm rambling this morning a bit, and I don't like to ramble too much, but it's just a bit one of those mornings. So I'm gonna have to go and pick myself up, do something nice for myself, and start all over again. How about we do that? Anyway, whatever you're doing today, guys, have a really good one, okay? And if it starts off shit, don't let it end that way, you know? Don't let it snowball. It's so easy to let it snowball. Just don't. I love you guys heaps. Blessings.